Other brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. And Lobo. Here we go, D.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to rush for some big yardage.
On first down, Conner going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. They'll throw. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Smoke. Ready, go.
They'll set up the throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. Go to base. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Come on. Shoot.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Switzer. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw now on second and 10. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Makes it third and inches.
Here we go. Set. 50. Play. Keep your hands. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Crunch. 80 weapon. Hard. Watch the whip. Ready, go.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Race don't travel. And go.
He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here we go, here we go. It's 70 in. And let's get that home. Pilot 64, weak.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Washington. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Shift, shift. General, West. Switch, you're out. Come on, switch it. Ready, go.
2nd and 13. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down. It's Connor, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to launch it for Wash, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Lock it. Sponge. No.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
56, the mark. Hey, watch the slant.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Looks, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will to be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Hopkins' kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Now he'll escape to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's a what? That's a what? You go tight. You got tight. You got on. Check.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get that one complete to counter. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big body.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
And he rifles one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
59, Mark, check, 59. Hard. Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end.
Steelers, nothing.
Let's go. 61. Mike 50. Check it. Match box. Right. Check 49. Okay.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now he's going to send this one deep right. This is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Redskins' 11-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Delta. Check. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, orange. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift, shift.
They'll run with Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check safety, check safety. Check.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
26 Mike. Don't get nervous. 26 Mike. Come to Wild World.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he's going to go down again. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 59.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Haskins going to try to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskin.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, run out my problems, let me. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Rain, snow, took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab raw man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Salt Lake City Pioneers. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Head up, 8-3. Lux 56. Defense wins championships, baby. Head up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Made the tackle. It's a gain of
You
7.
draw Porker.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, back up.
At the 35-yard line.
Shoot.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride when they go into every job wanting to keep that guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Haskins. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Good running for Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down. On 1st down, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Bravo. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down carry for Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing Jones. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From midfield now, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Watch it. Wide. Get wide. Check 13.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
We got 6.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jones now operating from the gun, and this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Jones pass intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. Mike, check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Breida, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Hey, shoot! Look at me! Zipper! What we got? 61. Matchbox lights. Mark 59. Mark. Check. 59.
Here's Jones on first down. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood! Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That'll be complete to Breida. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you outdoor. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right, and this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again on second down. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Haskins, third and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check 56. Target, 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 target. Hey! Mike 56.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Alert, 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 alert.
First throw now for the backup Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This is Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on third down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Haskins will throw, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Here's Haskins, staying on his feet. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joe Schobert, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And an alley to run. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go. Slam. Ran.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Catch made by Slayton. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.